We're at the home of everything, Frederick. I'm here with Karen Justice. You're a writer and you are a volunteer for nonprofits.
Yes.
How long have you been in Frederick?
Since 2018.
Okay, okay. Where did you move from?
I moved here from Rockville by way of Norway.
Oh, wow. Well, that was a detour.
My condo is the 30th home I've lived in.
Okay.
So lots of history before I settled and put down roots in Frederick.
Yeah, okay. And right now the project of focus is Clean Water Kenya.
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about how you got involved with this organization.
Well, it was the guy I was dating. He would, you know, every Saturday morning, it was like, not every Saturday morning, once a month there was Saturday morning, I got a board meeting. It was always by Zoom. The organization is headquartered in central Pennsylvania. And then the organizers have distributed so many of these water filtration pots. They're merely a clay pot that's been dipped in a special product, a liquid, and then put in a plastic bucket with a spigot on it and a cover to keep it clean. And so the Maasai were so grateful for the amount of support that they have received that they inducted Ken and Judy Clark as elders in their Maasai tribe last September.
Holy cow.
And so it's like I heard a little bit about it. I helped with some of the races and the walks that they've done in Allentown and Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. And I had the opportunity to go with them to Kenya for this big event and to go to the schools, visit the schools. And you know how, you know, when you drink the water, you become a fan. Well, I literally drank the water that was clean, you know, the filthy, dirty water out of the river. After it had gone through these pots and the filtration system, it looked as clean as things you get in bottled water and tasted just as good.
Wow, wow.
So I drank the water.
Very good, very good. And I know that there's been a lot of invention around filtration of water as simply as possible, not only for people who travel and camp and all of that, but for countries like Africa that struggle finding clean water to drink. So you became a fan,
yes,
and now though you're not on the board, they're roping you in to help.
I volunteered. I have this like downside of me. I volunteer.
Yes.
But yeah, it's something I really strongly believe in.
Awesome. Okay, so you're doing an event to raise money and awareness for Clean Water Kenya.
Right.
What is the event that you're doing?
Well, because I've never done a race or a walk, I decided to do something simpler and different, so there wouldn't be any high expectations of how well I did it.
Nothing to compare it to.
Plus, you know, these little kids and their mothers are carrying water miles, dirty water. And so I thought, well, you know what? Let's carry a gallon of water for a mile. It's representational, and it's not easy for most people to do.
Yeah.
So one of our sponsors is providing backpacks, so there is an easier way than trying to do it.
Put it on your head.
Wherever, so one gallon, 1 mile, and then if you want to really, that's for $25. So if you want to pay $30, which is the cost of one of the pots, you can be a water warrior.
Okay.
And you have to carry 2 gallons for 1 mile.
A challenge for you there.
The Kenyan challenge.
Yes, very good. Now, when is this event happening?
On Saturday, the 7th of September.
Okay.
And registration opens at 8, and we'll start walking about 8:30.
And where is it happening?
It starts in the village at Worman's Mill.
Okay,
right in the center, right behind Ricci's and Plaza Mexico.
Yeah, very nice little area. And you're just going to be walking kind of around that area? Or?
Well, you know, permitting, traffic, all that sort of thing. I talked with Park and Recs and the police, and we're staying on the sidewalks.
Okay.
And then cross the bridge into the wetlands.
Okay.
And then turn around and come back to the same place.
Very nice, very nice. And do you have any expectation or goal to achieve for this fundraiser?
I would love to be able to provide 1,000 water filters, which is $3,000 in revenue.
Okay.
So, you know, whether I get there this year or not, that's my goal.
Yeah, that's a good goal. I like it. And so each does each person need a pot, or each family? How does that?
For the pots in Kenya, interestingly enough, the one pot cleans 60 liters of water a day for 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So that is a lot of water. But families are large.
Sure.
But on the other hand, many families, if the village doesn't each family in the village doesn't own a pot, they share them.
Yes,
I mean, that's
yeah.
the culture.
Of course.
It's anybody's culture when you're living
Yeah.
closely together. So they share, but the objective is, I mean, it's still like I said, that I told you earlier, I was at a convocation with 1,200 Maasai, and that was only the ones who could travel to this particular place where there was a convocation. So
yeah,
a lot of families, a lot of people to serve.
Yes, absolutely. Tell me about your trip in September. What was that like?
Well, when we arrived, we were met by the gentleman in Nairobi area who distributes the pots for us.
Okay.
And we went out to the Campo area, which is to the west and a little bit north of Nairobi.
Okay.
If anybody's an African geography expert, please forgive me if I'm not exactly there. But the Campo tribe area, and we visited several of the schools because the children can't come to school if they're not healthy.
Sure.
And so we visited several of the schools with these great big smiling faces and uniforms, and we had the children sang for us, and some of them just stared at us.
Yeah.
And we also went to one of the clinics.
Okay.
Actually went to 2 clinics, one that day and one the next day in another area, and we're told what a major difference in waterborne illnesses these pots are making in the area.
That's amazing.
And we had lunch in a home with 25 people who didn't speak our language, and still it was fun.
Yeah.
The next day we went to the factory where the pots are made.
Okay.
And
so they're made right there.
They're made by a woman-owned company.
Whoa.
A woman and her daughter.
Oh, I love it.
Just outside of Nairobi, in an area named Karen.
Oh.
Named after Karen Blixen. I mean, she lived in that area. If you ever read her books and so on, she lived right outside of Nairobi, and so there's an area called Karen, and just north of there is where the pots are made.
All right, so Clean Water Kenya, carry a gallon of water 1 mile, September 7th. You want to get there by 8 to register.
They can register online.
Okay, where do they go to register?
I couldn't tell you exactly because it's a QR code.
Okay, I will figure that out, and we'll put it on the screen. I think I have that, but yeah, we can register online, or you can register on the date.
Actually, they can go to cleanwaterkenya.com.
Okay.
Because a flyer is on there with a QR code.
Okay.
So cleanwaterkenya.com. Look for events. Scroll down.
Yeah.
This is a small organization, and not everything on the website is perfect, but you can find it.
Very good.
Try really hard. I want $3,000.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We're going to try to help Karen get to her goal. September 7th, 8 a.m., Worman's Mill, Clean Water Kenya. Carry a gallon of water 1 mile. I think we can do that.
We can do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to thank Karen Justice for visiting us today.
Thank you. I really appreciate it, Danny.
Yeah, of course.